You feel like you are rotting from the inside out, and everyone tells you to snap out of it, to push harder, to fix it quickly. You know that advice is useless, and it makes you feel even more trapped. You keep trying to fight the heaviness with force, but the more you fight, the deeper you sink. It's not laziness, and it's not a moral failure. What if this isn't just depression? What if this is the oldest process in the human story, the blackening, the Nigredo, where the old ego breaks down so something truer can grow? You are not broken, you are decomposing the parts of you that can no longer carry you forward. If you don't understand this, you will stay stuck in a cage that looks like responsibility but feels like suffocation. Here is why this matters now. If you minimize this phase, if you pretend it's not happening, you will resent your life, distrust your own mind, and keep letting other people set your schedule, your mood, and your worth. If you ignore this blackening, it will consume your future relationships, your work, and your sense of self-respect. You will keep repeating yesterday's patterns until you no longer recognize the sound of your own voice. But if you learn to move through this phase like an alchemist, you reclaim your inner authority. You stop being controlled by the old script, and you begin to feel a quiet strength that cannot be negotiated away. Let me tell you a story, because your mind understands facts, but your soul understands images. Imagine you walk into a workshop at midnight, and the door locks behind you. On the bench sits a heavy metal armor, dented and stained with years of use. You have worn it for so long you no longer know where it ends and you begin. This armor was forged from praise, fear, duty, comparison, and a constant need to be seen as strong. It kept you safe in battles that have already ended. But tonight, the furnace roars. The heat builds. The room smells like iron and old promises. The crucible waits, black as night. You lift the armor and you place it into the crucible. The metal protests, groans, resists. It was never meant to be comfortable to let go of what once saved you. The lid seals. Pressure builds. The noise of the world fades, and the workshop falls into an almost holy silence. This is the Nigredo, the blackening. Carl Jung hinted at this when he said that to grow toward the light, you must develop roots in the dark. He knew that transformation doesn't begin with inspiration. It begins with dissolution. You feel like you're rotting because the old ego is dying. The false certainty, the borrowed confidence, the performance you have inhabited for years, these pieces are decomposing to feed new life. You fear losing control because the only control you had came from that old armor. It kept you moving, but it also kept you numb. If you keep clinging to that armor, you will keep serving goals that do not belong to you. You will keep buying freedom with fatigue and approval with self-betrayal. Ask yourself, who benefits when you stay exhausted? Who profits when you insist you're fine, when you push away the night because you're afraid of what you might hear? You are not lazy. You are not weak. You are in the oldest furnace humans have known, and it is supposed to feel dark, silent, and uncertain. In the story, the metal liquefies. The edges melt first, then the center. The shape dissolves, and the stubborn parts hiss and spark. You stand beside the furnace, trembling, wanting to pull it out too soon, wanting to cool it quickly. But every time you cool it prematurely, the shape hardens into the same old form. This is why you must act now. If you leave this unfinished, your life will congeal around the same compromises, and you will wake up in 10 years with the same ache and less time. Depression feels like a thief, but here it is more like a strict teacher. It withdraws your energy from the imitation life so you can redirect it toward the real one. The old internal judge calls your rest wasteful. The deeper voice calls it preparation. Which voice do you want governing your life? Loneliness rises because the room is sealed. You cannot be discovered by the same people who enjoyed who you pretended to be. This isolation is not punishment. It is incubation. You worry others will judge you. The truth is, if they require your old performance, they will judge any move toward freedom. Better to be judged for being yourself than praised for being absent from your own life. Jung spoke of the night sea journey, the descent into darkness where the map dissolves and the compass spins. You are not lost, so are unmapping a territory you never chose. Pause and ask, what exactly is decomposing in you right now? Is it the need to be endlessly agreeable, the compulsion to overwork, the fear of being seen as ordinary? In the story, the alchemist has to trust the process long enough for the dross to burn away. Dross is the mixture of what once protected you and what now poisons you. You might feel pulled to numb this phase with distractions, substances, or relentless busyness. That is how the old order tries to survive. The blackening is not an excuse to collapse without care. It is a command to simplify, to stop negotiating with everything that keeps you obedient to a life that empties you. I will ask you a hard question. If you keep living exactly as you are for the next 5 years, what shape do you see yourself becoming? Does that shape feel like yours? If your answer chills you, good. That chill is the signal that the next step matters more than your comfort. Now, the story pauses. The furnace hums. The crucible is sealed. The night presses close. We shift from story to action. If you are in the Nigredo, here is what you can do now to move through it without being controlled by fear or by the old script. Step 1. Name the phase. Say quietly to yourself, I am in the black phase. Naming it removes shame and gives you a frame that makes sense of the darkness. Step 2. Build your vessel. The vessel is a safe container, a simple daily structure that can hold the heat without cracking. Think of it as the minimum routine that protects your energy. Here is the minimal vessel. A regular sleep window, light movement each day, sunlight on your face in the morning, and a no questions asked breakfast that is real food. Keep it boring and steady. Step 3. Remove combustible material. Reduce inputs that inflame anxiety. News binges, endless scroll, late night overstimulation. This is not moralizing. It is engineering. Step 4. Make a black notebook. Each morning, write 1 page answering this question. What is rotting in me? Name the roles, habits, and beliefs that feel dead. Circle the 3 that feel most finished. These are your funerals. You will honor them and stop feeding them. If you cannot fully drop them yet, you can stop glorifying them. Step 5. Build a compost box. Find a small box or jar. For each thing you are releasing, place a token inside. A broken key, a dried leaf, a note you wrote. Put the lid on, let them decompose. Open the box once a week, not to rescue anything, but to remember that decay is progress. Say, I do not serve dead things. Then close it again. Step 6. Map your control. Draw 2 circles. In one circle, write what you can influence today. Your breath, your schedule's first hour, your posture, your words. In the other, write what you cannot. Decide that your energy goes only to the influence circle for 1 week. When the mind lunges toward the other circle, gently bring it back. This trains your nervous system to stop chasing mirages. Step 7. Create a boundaries phrase bank. Write 3 sentences you can use without apology. I can't take that on right now. I will need to get back to you. That doesn't work for me. Practice them. Use 1 sentence today with 1 person. If you feel guilty, breathe through it. That feeling is the old armor screaming as it melts. Do not fix the other person's disappointment. Step 8. Choose 1 honest conversation. Pick the safest person available and tell the truth. I'm in a heavy season. I'm simplifying. I may respond slowly. Clarity reduces the need to fake your energy. Step 9. Build the witness. Sit for 5 minutes and breathe in for 4 counts and out for 6. As thoughts arise, label them planning, worry, or memory and let them drift past like boats. This is not about enlightenment. It is about separating you from the noise. When the witness is awake, your fear of being controlled drops because you can see the hook before it catches you. Step 10. Hold a dialogue with the part of you that fears losing control. Sit 2 chairs facing each other. Speak from your seat, then switch seats and speak as the fear. Keep it simple and honest. Ask that fear what it's trying to protect. Often it says, I don't want you to be humiliated, or I'm afraid you'll be abandoned. Thank it. Promise to lead anyway. Step 11. Run a 7-day experiment. Choose 1 act of freedom you will repeat daily. End work at a fixed time, a 10-minute walk without your phone, or leaving 1 email unanswered until morning. Track how your body responds. The goal is not to optimize your mood, but to prove that your life belongs to you. Small acts compound into trust. Step 12. Reclaim the first hour of your day. No screens. Sit, breathe, write, or move slowly. The first hour determines whether your day is ruled by your values or by other people's emergencies. Step 13. Create a simple symbol of commitment. Wear a black bead on a string, keep a smooth stone in your pocket, or set a candle you light when you sit to write. Let it anchor your intention. Step 14. Conduct a letting go ritual. Write what you are releasing on a slip of paper and submerge it in a bowl of water until the ink blurs. Then pour the water into soil and walk away. Rituals don't fix everything. They train your body to recognize that a change occurred. Your nervous system needs tangible gestures to believe your mind. Step 15. Make rest non-negotiable. Schedule 20 minutes each day where you do absolutely nothing. Not a podcast, not a video, not a book. Just sit and breathe. Your fatigue is real. As the old structure dissolves, your energy is being reallocated to rebuild. If you refuse rest, you will run on fumes and crash at the worst moment. Step 16. Prepare for storms. On bad days, your mind will say, "This is pointless." Keep a card with 3 reminders. This is a phase. I'm not alone. Do the next small thing. When the storm hits, reduce your plan to the minimum vessel. Sleep window, sunlight, movement, food. Don't negotiate with the storm, outlast it. Step 17. Replace punishment with proportion. If you miss a practice, don't add guilt. Restart immediately with the next small action. Your strength is in returning, not in performing perfectly. Step 18. Rebuild through creation. Take 1 hour a week to make something with your hands. Cook, build, draw, repair. Creation counteracts the story that your only value is output. Step 19. Audit your inputs. Who are you listening to daily? If the voices in your ears depend on your insecurity to keep you engaged, unsubscribe. Choose voices that want you free, not frightened. Step 20. Invite one ally. This can be a therapist, a mentor, or a friend who respects silence. Tell them you're in a season of decomposing the old ego and you want steady support. If your thoughts turn toward harming yourself, reach out now. Speak to someone who can help right away. You do not have to endure the night alone. Step 21. Put your work into a smaller box. Reduce your commitments by 10 to 20% for 1 month. Do fewer things well instead of many things resentfully. When you say no, you will feel the pull to justify. Practice a clean no, short, kind, final. Every clean no is a piece of your life returned to you. Step 22. Decide how you measure progress. Stop measuring by mood, measure by integrity. Did you act in line with your values today? Did you protect your vessel? That is success. Step 23. Use the body to exit spirals. When the mind loops, stand up, run cold water over your wrists, step outside, walk for 5 minutes, feel the air. Bring yourself back to the present world. Step 24. Keep your horizon. Postpone big life decisions until your vessel is stable. For now, you are not deciding forever. You are getting strong enough to decide well. Step 25. Write a vow. A single sentence you can carry. I will not trade my self-respect for approval, or I serve what is alive in me. Place it where you can see it daily. Step 26. Plan your 30-day Nigredo. Choose a start date. Commit to the vessel, the black notebook, the boundaries practice, the first hour ritual, and the weekly compost check. Keep it simple and clear. Step 27. Set a weekly review. Each week, ask, what decomposed? What did I protect? What needs less? What needs more? Adjust the vessel to fit you, not the other way around. Step 28. Remember the polarity. The black phase is not endless, but it is necessary. When the melting is complete, the substance will be pure enough to reshape. You will notice it when something small lifts, a calm breath, a clear no, a minute of quiet that feels like home. That is your sign to keep going. Let's return to the story. The crucible cools. The lid lifts. The metal inside is no longer armor. It is raw and unshaped, ready for the form you choose. You are no longer forced to be who you were. The next shape must be lighter, truer, built for living, not only for surviving. The blackening did not fix your life. It stripped away the false answers. Now, you can build with what remains: honesty, patience, and a quiet confidence that doesn't depend on applause. You might ask, how will I know when I'm ready to leave the dark room? You will know, because the same weight that once pushed you down will begin to feel like soil beneath your feet. What would you shape if no one else's expectations mattered? What would your day look like if you were not managing judgments but choosing what nourishes you? Here is the truth you must hold. If you do not move through this now, you will keep being controlled by patterns you never chose, by people who benefit from your silence, and by a story that starves you. You deserve better than that, not because someone told you so, but because your life is yours, and you are responsible for its shape. Let's ground this one more time with questions that cut through fog. Who taught you that your worth depends on performance? Who told you that rest is weakness? Who benefits when you apologize for existing? Now, decide to stop serving those answers. You are rebuilding your authority from the ground up. Expect grief. When you release an identity, you grieve it, even if it hurts you. Let yourself feel that grief without making it a verdict on your future. Expect anger. Anger is the body's way of saying enough. Aim it not at yourself, but at the agreements that kept you small. Then channel it into clean action. Expect moments of quiet joy. They will arrive softly, like a bird landing on your windowsill. Notice them even if you feel unready. If someone demands that you return to the old pace, remember, their urgency is not your emergency. You do not owe your peace to anyone. If someone tries to guilt you back into their comfort, say, I'm taking care of something important. That something is your soul's shape. If a voice inside calls you selfish for changing, ask it this: what do I offer others when I am empty? Emptiness cannot serve love. You are not abandoning your life. You are preparing to live it. The black phase is repair disguised as ruin. From this point on, keep your vessel. Do not rush to paint the new form with the old colors. Keep it simple. Keep it clean. Keep it true. Some people will not understand. That's all right. They are not your jailers unless you hand them the keys. Some days you will feel the old heaviness return. That does not mean you failed, it means you are human, and your work is to choose the next honest step. Hold a longer view. The seed does not judge the dark soil for being dark. It uses it. It breaks itself open to grow roots before it reaches for the light. Jung knew that. He knew the gold is born in the place you least want to look. But you have looked. You are looking now. This is the cost of freedom. You must leave behind the chains that fit so well you forgot they were chains. You must leave behind the applause that kept you obedient. You are not alone. Every person who ever grew into a truer life passed through this same black door. They thought they would not survive it. And they did. If you feel nothing, stay with the vessel. If you feel too much, stay with the vessel. The vessel is your contract with your future self. Let's repeat the core commitments for the next 30 days. Sleep window, sun on your face, movement, real breakfast, black notebook, boundary sentence, first hour with no screens, weekly compost check, 1 hour of creation, measure progress by integrity, not mood. This is not a race, it is a rebuilding. When you feel the urge to be who you were, pause and breathe. Put your hand on your chest and say, I choose myself. Then do the next small thing. There will come a morning when the air tastes different. You won't feel like you're rotting anymore. You'll feel like fresh earth after rain. You will realize the fear of being controlled has loosened its grip. You are not at war with life. You are in conversation with it. You will notice that quiet inside you. That quiet is not emptiness. It is peace. It is the space where your real decisions can be made. From there, the next phases will come: clarity, color, motion. But they will be stable because the foundation is honest. You cannot fake an honest foundation. If you need to hear this clearly, You do not have to be ruled by other people's schedules, standards, or judgments. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to mourn what you release. You are allowed to rest without fear. You are allowed to start again as many times as it takes. This is your life. The blackening is not your end. It is your beginning. Remember the workshop, the furnace, the armor. You are the alchemist and the metal. The work is hard, but the change is real. If you forget, return to the vessel. If you get scared, ask for help. If you get lost, stop and breathe. You already have what you need for the next step. Tonight, choose one small action. Set your sleep window. Lay out your notebook. Place a token in the compost box. Begin. Tomorrow morning, watch the sunrise for 2 minutes. Feel the light on your skin. Remind yourself, I am being remade. You will not be controlled by a life you did not choose. You will not be governed by fear that says you cannot survive your own truth. You are stronger than that. The work begins in black, but it ends in color. Stay with it. I am with you in the dark, and I will meet you in the light. One last essential reminder. Your worth is not up for discussion. Not on your worst day. Not in your darkest hour. Your worth is inherent, and you are learning to live from it. Take a breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Open your hands. The night is deep, yes, but dawn is certain. Keep your vessel. Keep your vow. Keep going. When you feel the echo of the old armor calling you back, smile and walk on. You have learned the language of the dark, and it no longer frightens you. Today, you begin again. Quietly. Strongly. On your terms. And when someone asks you later how you survived, you will tell the truth. I let the old me decompose, so the real me could finally breathe. This is the way. Step into it now. You will not be controlled forever. You will be free.